W.F. Howes presents an unabridged recording of The Prisoner of Measham Hall by Anna Abney, narrated by Chris Devon and Marston York.
Preface. Derbyshire, September 1690. Having forced himself up from the bed, William staggered over to the door and leant against the wall beside it. Trying to steady his ragged breathing, he pressed down on the handle. The latch lifted and dropped, but although he pressed with all his weight, the door remained steadfastly closed. He stared aghast at the lock which he had long ago had fitted for his own privacy. The key, which he always left inside it, was gone, but he had no recollection of having locked himself in, nor where he might have put the key. Turning, he gazed around the shadowy room. There was no sign of the key on the chest next to his bed. Besides, over the last few days he vaguely recalled being visited by a procession of servants and doctors. How had they got in and out if he had locked the door? He hammered on the thick oak panels, shouting with all the strength he could muster, though the voice that emerged from his throat was little more than a feeble whisper. Could no one hear him? Where were they all? At last he sank to the floor and, not having the energy left to walk, crawled across it to the window opposite. Placing his hands on the window seat, he pushed himself up until he could reach the shutters. He managed to slide the bolt free, but though he clawed at the thin boards, the shutters would not open. They did not reach to the ceiling, and from the narrow gap at the top of the windows he could see grey clouds and a crow wheeling across the sky. It was only thanks to this exposed rectangle of glass that any light was let into the room. It was then he noticed the nails driven into the wood. Who could have ordered the shutters to be nailed closed? He plucked desperately at the boards, but he was too weak to force them. He tried to prise the iron nails out, but only ripped his own fingernails, leaving bloody smudges on the wood like smears of rust. What on earth had he become that he must be caged up like a dangerous animal?
Chapter 1. Dublin, Ireland, January 1690. Am I dismissed, then? Nicholas was reluctant to leave the warmth of Blanche's bed. For now? She gave him a lazy smile. Rolling towards her, Nicholas began to kiss Blanche's neck, revelling in the softness of her skin and the rich, spicy scent of...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?